So here we are visiting Lidl. Don't worry, I'm not going to start a Parkside tool review channel. No, leave that up to Rob, Weekend Shedhead. But I've seen on one of the reviews of Parkside tools, there's some stuff in here that I've sort of took a shine to. So let's go in, let's go see if they're here, let's see if we can find them and find out what we are. But anyway, we are going to do a little bit of Parkside shopping today in the local Lidl. And someone's just had a delivery. And let's go see. I wish we could find them, and there was something else that I sort of took a shine to last time. We might top them up, yeah. Well, here we are. So, here we are. Local Lidl. Level. Pop rivets. This is what we've come for. This is what we've come for. I'd seen them. What were they? Really good, and lots of them. Brackets and plates for making shelves. Let me have a look, see what we can find. Hold on. So, I've got what I wanted. I'll show you when I get home. There's tools, spanners, quite a lot of trowels. Yeah. Handy spanners, look, ratchet-ended spanners, slippers, taps. Right, we've got what we're looking for. Let's get out of here. Then, what did we get? What were we thinking of when we went to the Lidl to go and get these? Look at these beautiful brackets. Oh, shelving brackets, patching brackets, putting stuff together. Look, pack of 6, and I gotta show you, they're not cheap thin things. They are. Hold on. What do we do? Yeah, no, units. What do we want? Let that go to 0. Let's 0 that up, yeah. Okay, that's 0. Look at the weight in them. There's that 2.4 pounds. What's that say? Yeah. 2.4 pounds. They're not. You could get them. You'd go on our friends on the internet, get them delivered to your door, but they not generally. Obviously, you've got to watch your measurements and what your size. But who does? You just send off for brackets. But look at the thickness of these brackets. Oh, they're proper substantial. They're not paper thin ones. Where you take a gamble. Thing is, you can go to the shop, you can see for yourself what they are, and it's not like you press a button on your computer and you wait for them to turn up on your door, and they end up being. I'm going to slack that off slightly. There we are. What size is that? They are. They are. What was it? How many mils? They are 1, 2, 3, 3.1 millimeters thick. So it's a substantial. They're a good bracket. Yeah, they're a good bracket. Good strong bracket. And they come in various sizes. Hold on, come back a bit. There's the, you've got the big ones here like that, look. Yeah, and again, that's got a good amount of weight to it. 1.3 pounds, and that's 4 of them. Good substantial, real good shelving bracket. And these, that was that one, which was the, so we got a large, yeah, and we got a medium. And you get more in the medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8 in this packet. Yeah. which is that size. Can you see it? And then that weighs, and again, they're a good thickness, you know, the good strong brackets. That one's 2.5 pounds, that one. Yeah. And you get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in that packet. So I've got 2 of those. 2 of the big ones. 2 of the big ones. 2 packets of big ones. 2 of the, and these. Wow, you get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in here. Wow. And there's again, look, that's 2.3 pounds. When you get them, look, they're a proper substantial bracket. They're a good strong thickness of a bracket. And I mean, yeah, you've got stuff, you've got maybe corners, but just drilling the holes would be a nightmare. And yes, it's a bracket, but it can be inside of a corner holding something together, but also you can put it on the outside of a corner holding together. And if you were putting something on a floor or that you think would wear out, they do as good as an outside bracket, doubling up as a foot. So you can put the bracket inside the square or outside the square, make your little box, whatever you're making. For me, it's shelving. It's, you know, it's shelving and A, it's the shelving, A, it's the bracket, and B, it's the holes in the bracket. Yeah, that's where it's the winner for me. And, you know, obviously you can have these flat plates and you can bend them to whatever size you want. Bend them to your will, wouldn't you? You put a line across, bend them over. I mean, they're good repair brackets as well as, and again, they're a good thickness. And the thing is, we go into the shop, A, you're not waiting for a delivery, which I'd say 99 times out of 10, the delivery isn't a problem. But sometimes you just see the bracket, you buy it, it comes here and you think, oh, damn, I bought the wrong size. It's not thick enough, it's not strong enough. Whatever you need, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's great to land on these, and they tend to do that. Lidl tend to do one-offs. Them little tubs, I couldn't find those little tubs of stuff that we bought last time. I should have bought one of everything last time, shouldn't I? So that's why I bought one of every size of these brackets. And even the bigger brackets, look, they've got this built-in strengthen. That's to make the bracket even stronger. That shape there helps the brackets be strong. So that's not only a bent piece of metal turned into a bracket, but that's a strong bend. That's substantial, that is. And these ones have got it as well. Look, these have got the medium-sized ones there. So that's a proper strong bracket. There's no way of bending that. Obviously, this is a smaller bracket. Put enough pressure on it to bend it, but at this thickness, you know, that's a hell of a thickness, a lovely thick bracket that is. And we put this on again. Let's give it a measure. Oh yeah, it's quite a bit bigger. Let's put that in there. That is, what size did we decide that was? That was, come on. That is 1, 2, 3, so that's 3.5 millimeters. So wow, they're not you know, cheap stuff, not thin stuff. So I decided 2 packs of them, $3.99 each. $3.99. I think that's a bargain. Me being Mr. Shelf Maker, Mr. Shelf Builder, Mr. Shelf Fixer, you know, I do a lot of shelving, and these brackets are going to be lovely. And sometimes you know you want to join them together, or you know, put a strengthening plate in. I mean, it's even good enough to weld. I mean, most stuff you'd buy, by the time you took the galvanising with the paint and the whatever, there's not a lot of metal left in there, and it's difficult to weld. I know it's pretty thin, but it's still good and strong and thick enough to weld. So you could use that elsewhere as a patching plate on a chassis or something. Well good enough for that. So it's not necessarily patching wood, or, you know, I think that's what they're called, aren't they? Patching plates or something. Don't know what they're called. But anyway, wow. Yep, I think, okay, we've got a lifetime supply now, sort of. But we can get a lot of shelves built now, can't we? Yeah. And like I say, the aggravation is drilling the holes. So you're buying the plate, you're buying the thickness of the plate, you're buying the size of the plate, plus you're buying the already conveniently drilled holes. Yeah. Anyway, that's about it from Lidl. Oh, and we landed on a trolley jack, a 3-ton trolley jack, 20 quid. Ooh, that was a good buy, I thought. Anyway, so that's this morning's raid into Lidl's.